Netherlands chapter, and from someone who is in Cairo chapter, we are watching what is happening in the Netherlands chapter, and we see very good and very nice achievements and activities, and we look forward to have more events together, and to be and to host you in Cairo chapter as well.
Thank you very much. So you can start sharing your slides, and then we are super eager to see what you have.
Yeah. Okay. I hope everyone can see the slides now. Our talk today is about tips and tactics in building strategy and reporting to top management, dealing with IT challenges, and how to pass all these things. Of course, what I will say is part of it is from my experience, and part of it is from resources and from things that I have seen happening with other CISOs and with other security managers. So our goal here is to sleep at night. So I will move through many topics in a fast mode. So I will jump from one topic to another, and I'll be glad to answer all of your questions. Feel free to put your questions in the chat, and I will work to answer them as soon as I can. So about myself, I'm Wissam Maher. As Nico was introducing me, I'm Chief Information Security and Risk Officer. I work in cybersecurity since long time. I have I'm holding some certificates from ISACA and from other entities. I passed through multiple organizations on different levels. I worked in IT security and then information security, so I passed through different levels till I became a CISO. And this QR code is for my LinkedIn page, LinkedIn profile, if you'd like to add me, so we can have more one-to-one connection. Anyone can just add me, and I would be glad to connect. So as an introduction, as I said before, we will here talk about some tips and some tactics and some wisdom outcomes that can be helpful to anyone. We have all of us working in cybersecurity and working in the field of information security. We saw how much stress it is. As per some of the reports, 35% of the CISOs reported that their stress impacted their physical health. 48 said that their stress impacted their mental health. So it's really serious. We need to look into how to reduce the amount of load and the amount of stress on our minds and on our whole self. So a part of it is just to do what are what is advised from all people: maintain positive attitude, exercise, do everything. So this is my initial advice to everyone. Take control of your stress. Don't look out for doing things outside work, as solving things, it's an endless thing in our workplace. So solving problems and solving issues, it will be an endless effort, and as soon as you solve one issue, you'll find another one, and so on. So it's an endless loop. So you need to work on your mindset and on how you look at things in life. And the other part is that we will give you some tricks and some tips here that will help you on solving the real issues, or thinking in a different way on how to solve things in reporting to top management, or in dealing with colleagues, or in building your team, or in putting the right priority and the right balance at work. So the first disclaimer: I'm not Mr. Know-it-all, so I will just share what I have, and of course every one of you and everyone has his own or her own experience. So I don't know everything about everything, and the other part, that some of the information that I will say, maybe or mostly you will know it, or you already know it. So but this is an opportunity for you to rethink and to reprocess this information from a different point of view, or on a different venue, that now you can rethink again of how things is, how you can get benefit of this kind of this tip or this information. So I will not invent something, or will tell you something now that you never thought of. I will tell you things that all of you know about. So there will be no surprises, mostly, but you need to rethink and reprocess and rethink of how this can be implemented. Now is the information is at everyone's hand. You can open any YouTube video and learn about something in a couple of minutes. So the information is out there. It's about how you process it and how you deal with it. So my first tip for you: see your true self. Position yourself as an information security manager, or as a C-level information security manager, or as a senior security manager. You need to see your true self. Your true self is that you have knowledge, you have information, and you have things that are important to your organization. So you need to have confidence in yourself. You need to have confidence that you are delivering value, and that you are a business partner. You are not just a cost center. You are not just a support function. You are a business partner. And business partner means that you share the responsibilities of having this business up and running in a smooth way, and you have you share the good parts and the bad parts. So position yourself in this way, think of yourself in this way, and communicate this to your peers and communicate this to your upper management, that you see yourself a part of the success of this organization, and talk with them about their dreams, talk with them about the organization dreams. Yes, we want to increase our subscribers, and yes, we want to increase our customers. Yes, we want to get a higher rate of income to our quarter. So talk in business, position yourself as an owner of this business or as a partner in this business. You are not out of you are not out in a different field than the sales team or than the marketing team or than the other team who is handling the real core business of your organization. You are a business partner and you have the same goal. You share the same goal. You need to see yourself as a lion. You are a lion. You are not a cat. You need to see this and communicate this. And building your case to move forward and to report to the upper management and to get the right reporting line. It needs patience. It needs passion. It needs persistence. There is no place where everything fixed and everything is in place and all the reporting lines are right and all the managers are peaceful managers and understanding and nice managers. Every place has its own character, it has its own nature, and has its own politics and history and maturity. So build your case, build how you see yourself, how you see the organization, how you see your benefit to the organization, and someday you will hear this message as in this cartoon, that now you can move from the kids table to the big people table. So again, life is not revolving around you. Life is not about information security. The organization is not here to be secure. The organization need to survive as it creates value. They sell something, they sell a service, they sell goods. So the governance objective is value creation. And any one of you who is certified in governance from ISACA will know this picture very well. So this is the famous CGEIT, the Certified in Governance of Enterprise IT. This is their main or first famous figure, that stakeholders need drive the governance, which is about value creation. And you are here, you are in the risk optimization part. Your role is in the risk optimization, is in minimizing the risk, is in optimizing the risk, as there is no zero risk. So if you have sleepless nights because you are aiming for zero risk, I'm sorry, you need to accept that there will be no zero risk. There will still be risk for your organization, and according to the maturity of your organization, this amount of risk will be either handled, either tackled, either ignored or mitigated. So you need to think in a different way, that you need to live with this.
Oh, yes.
So and as you move into the upper management positions, you need to have less geeky talks. You need to stop talking in the technical language. Stop talking about threats and and mentioning terminologies as if everyone knows about it. For me, every now and then, while I'm talking about ransomware, I intentionally describe what is ransomware to the people, as I cannot assume that everyone knows what is the word or what is that terminologies of ransomware. I need every time while I'm speaking to someone that he is from the business side or he is not a technical person, that ransomware, that means that someone will get into your data and will encrypt it and will ask for money in order to give the access back to you, and he can steal it, and he can think not to return it back, and he can. So I need to describe this whenever needed or whenever applicable. So my tip, one of my tips today is understand your business, understand your organization history, present and future. Knock on the doors. This sign is for old doors, old ancient doors. They didn't have ring bells on the door. They have this kind of a metal ring that they used to knock on the doors. Knock on the doors of your organization team. Listen to their history. Listen to their challenges. Listen to their future. What they are aiming to. What are they facing now? Understand their goals, their success stories. Understand the environment, as you will not be able to speak to the top management in a convincible way unless you understand this. Unless you understand where are they sitting now. They are negotiating a kind of acquisition, for example, and you are talking about zero trust. I'm sorry, they will not dig with you into zero trust now. They are thinking about the merge and who will be here, who will be there. Will they merge everything? Will there be will there be duplication of the functions or not? So think of the context of the organization and what they are going on while you are speaking, while you are conveying your security plans, while you are conveying your security priorities. And again, communicate, and listen more. Listen to the people. Listen to the business people. Listen to the people who are interacting heavily with the business, or from the IT side, or from the technical side, and listen to the business people. Set meetings with them. Go and have a coffee with someone. Try to communicate and listen more to understand. Again, listen. Know the history. Know the context of your organization. Speak with these people in specific, the legal people, the audit people, the physical security people, the IT people. You have a lot in common with them. You have a lot in your plans in common with their functions. Speak with the enterprise risk management. Speak with the CRO. Speak with anyone who has a common interest or common language with you. Even the physical security people. So speak with them. Yes, you have a complex nature and you need to communicate well with them. So communication is my first advice to everyone. You can take courses, you can enhance yourself by taking live courses or taking courses virtually. You need to work on yourself. Work on your presentation skills, work on your negotiation skills. You need to work on all of your soft skills. Now, it's not the place in the managerial positions to look into enhancing your knowledge of the cloud security. It's now your time to enhance your knowledge into negotiation, into how to speak into or using the business language. And listen to the old people or to the senior people in your organizations. You will always hear interesting stories about how things moved or how things matured or what is the pattern of the organization, how things goes around in, and how things that were together they became apart and now they are together again. You will hear interesting stories. Don't take the negative parts of it, because some of them will give you the negative vibes. You need to take the positive part of it. So now we will move into some meat in my presentation. The business strategy. Doing the business strategy is very important. You are building your strategy, and again, it's not the cybersecurity strategy. Let me rephrase it in this way so you can think of it in a different way. It's the organization business strategy, and you are writing the security chapter of it. So think of it in this way, that this is the organization business strategy, and you are just writing a small paragraph inside it. So it's not your place now to say in this strategy that your strategy is the zero trust strategy, because no one in the business will understand what is zero trust. You need to talk into them. You need to speak to the stakeholders, to the shareholders. You need to speak to the senior management, to the board directors. You need to speak from the business context. You need to serve the business. You need to mention how you will make the business create its desired value, and how you can, and what are the things from a high level that you will do to help them to achieve the business value. So part of it is that they can be legally compliant with GDPR or with applicable laws in your country or in the jurisdiction of your organization. You can talk about that you will work on securing the core business, on safeguarding the precious data, the crown jewels. You can talk you can talk from this angle, from this point of view. This is an example from Gartner about how to write strategy statements just in one sentence, and of course with the sub sentences. But it's not a strategy document. It's just strategy tablet, if I can call it so. Yeah. So security strategy is here in this example: ensure employees and customers can securely and efficiently collaborate by managing information, building more secure infrastructure, quickly detecting and responding to threats, securing digital platform for future growth. So this is my security strategy. So this can be an example. Of course, it's a generic, it's not a complex one, and it's not that, but it can give you the idea about how you can be short. Things can be memorized. You can link it with a story. You can link it with a story of the customer of your bank, for example. The customer in the bank, he entered the bank. I need to keep him secure. I need to keep his data secure. I need to keep the employees who are serving him secure. So you can build your own story. This is how you can think of doing the strategy statement or the strategy itself. And then in the tactics, you can enter into the SOC, into building things, into making things stable, upgrading, adding more modules, adding data loss prevention, all of that. And tie your strategy with maturity. This is one of the hardest things that, and one of the most sustainable things on the long run. On the long run, you don't want things to be just good. You want to tie this with maturity. So okay, now we are looking into cybersecurity to be on level 3. We want it defined. Now we want to move it to 4. Now we want it to be 5 out of 5. So as you move and as you report the maturity or building the strategy of the maturity, people are now thinking that okay, so we have a benchmark, we have something that we are measuring ourselves to, and it's not just about getting equipment or buying equipment or asking for budgets or mitigating threats, and and every now and then there is a new name the information security people are getting. They were talking about WannaCry. Now they are talking about third-party risk management and third-party threats, and now they are talking about ransomware. And I don't know that ransomware is WannaCry and WannaCry is a ransomware, and I don't understand. But they are just asking for money, and they want to enhance their SOC and they want to get automation SOAR equipment. No, we are talking about maturity. We will leave all that technology aside now. We are not here to ask for money, and we are not here to ask for budget. We are here to agree on the maturity and the maturity benchmark that we want to reach. And you can use CMMC, for example. You can use. There are many maturity standards that you can use to build your maturity case on. One of them is CMMC. CMMC, this is an old version, but I like it because it's 5. It's like the CMMI, but the newer version is 3 levels. And by the way, ISACA, since we are here in the ISACA Netherlands chapter, we are here in ISACA chapter event. So ISACA has their own maturity. CMMI, you know that CMMI is acquired by ISACA. So ISACA CMMI is the same thing now. They have their own CMMI cybersecurity platform where they map the different standards in a CMMI representation. So this can be a good thing that you can look into. And you need to justify your investments as you are investing in people, process, technology. I know this is too old for all of you. You all have been saying this and hearing this for a long time, but I need to repeat it again. So people, process, technology. You are not just investing in technology. You are not just getting equipment. You are investing in awareness. You are getting software for phishing. You are getting you are buying giveaways for the phishing emails first reporters. So you are investing in people. You are investing in special training for the IT. By the way, this is one of the ways that you can get. If I would say that you will let IT love you as an information security guy, information security CISO or a responsible person, that you can be their advocate, that they need to get trainings. They need to get security trainings. Please let the coders, the developers in our organization get this secure code training. Please, I need all the network people to go get this security training somewhere. You can be their advocate for them to get trainings, and this will make good relationships with them. They will know that you care for them. You are not just asking them to do things, but you care for them and you care for their benefit, for their technical skills development. So this is one tip that you can use with the IT. You can, if you go to the IT manager and tell him that I need budget, or that I will give budget from information security to the IT people so they can go and know how to code securely, or how to manage the cloud in a secure way. So let's give them this cloud security certificate. IT people will love you. So moving to the known art of war wisdom sentences: know yourself, know your enemy. You cannot build your strategy, you cannot build your plans, you cannot be successful without knowing your organization and knowing your enemies and your adversaries. So get the tools for this. Think in this way. Get the things that will help you, whether from threat intelligence side or from asset inventory, from vulnerability scanning. Get these things in place. This is the very basic thing. And tactics without strategy is a noise. So you are not here just to build things. You are building things because there is a maturity that we are referring to. You are building things because there is an ISO that we want to be compliant to. We are here because there is a law or there is a kind of benchmark that we want to reach. So this is how you can get your head out of the noise and out of the fake feelings of achievement or struggles that things are not working, things are working. The PAM, the privilege access management, is not fully deployed. No, it's fully deployed. No, it's not working. No, it's working. You can get out of this that we are looking into the maturity, and we will celebrate by doing things. Not we will celebrate by having the maturity up, not by doing things, not by getting things in place. And subdue the enemy without fighting. Know about them, act in the intelligent way, and you cannot win while you are divided and conquered, and you can win by dividing and conquering. So you need to speak to people, you need to listen to people, you need to, if you have something that needs approval, and you know that it's your first time, or it's something that you know that it's always getting rejection or resistance, try to divide and conquer. Meet with every one of these directors or of these responsible people, and try to understand their points of view, so you can convince them. And then when you make the one big meeting, most of them will be more easier to be agreeing on your plan or on your point of view. So divide and conquer, and don't be divided and conquered. Be united with the IT as much as you can. Let the IT be your friends. If you are in a separate, if you are isolated information security than IT, try to make them your friends as much as you can, because hackers are not differentiating between the information security that are under the VPX and the IT that are under the VPY. You are both the organization. And you need to work on cyber resilience out of cybersecurity. You need to think of how the organization will respond after the cyber attack. It's not now about if we get a ransomware, it's now more of when we will get ransomware. So ransomware became something that happens mostly everywhere. So having it happening to your organization is something about time. It's about time. You are just waiting. Either it will happen next month, or after 6 months, or after a year, or after 2, but it will happen sooner or later. So you need to be ready. You need to build your incident response plan. You need to build your ransomware response plan, and you need to test it. And here you will test it on two sides, on the technical side and on the managerial side, on who will respond to the media, who will be the spoken person, what will be the messages, what will be the statements that will be raised, how you will act to the shareholders, if there are shareholders, how you will act to the customers, if there are customers. You need to do a dry run. You need to do a real drill for the top management on how they will respond to ransomware or to a big cyber incident. You need to do this, as this will happen sooner or later, and it will be really tough in the real action. And my advice, one of my advices, that build a team of heroes who can lift you up. Don't hire people that will always or that will stay forever in the baby phase, that they need you, they cannot do anything by themselves. Build a team of heroes, build a team of good people who can represent you while you are on leave. You can sleep, you can have your vacation, you can have your time with your family or with your friends. And you know that there are some people who can, even if it will be 70%, that would be perfect. If you have someone or some people who can fit in your place with 70%, this will be more than perfect. So build people with this mindset. Hire people and invest in people with this mindset. Build your heroes. Build your Marvel heroes who can defend. Each one has his own skills. One is better in the awareness. He can do the awareness on your behalf. Build another one who can go to the IT meeting and fill in your absence. Hire a third person who can go to the upper management and be presentable, calm, and concise. Build this team. And believe me, this is for your own benefit, and this will raise you as a manager. This will make you a successful one. And one of the most important things that I have started by myself a while ago is the cyber risk quantification. Cyber risk quantification is turning your risks into money. Is turning risks into quantitative data, not just into saying that we are secure, we are not secure. This thing is critical. This risk is very high. This risk is low. This is medium. No, you are talking with money, and you're talking with probability. So there's a probability that in the next 5 years we may get a loss of $2 million because of a possible ransomware attack. This can be a statement that the CFO will understand. So you can justify, according to this information, that you need to buy endpoint detection and response. This is an example. So turn your language into money language. You need to speak with what will make the board looking at your face, not looking at the papers, because you are saying things that are interesting to them. You are talking for example, I will continue this example. In the next 5 years, we have a percentage of 50% that we may get an attack, and if we got this attack, we will lose $2 million. So this will make them think, okay, so if I will pay over this 5 years $2 million, then it will be an equal investment. That okay, if I may lose $2 million, and I will pay $2 million, so I pay it willingly and reducing this risk or mitigating this risk to zero. So you can get money, you can get budget out of them in a very easy way. And this is a sample from Microsoft. Microsoft has their CISO, their free CISO material, and they are talking about how to build your strategy, how to report, how to make things. So I found some useful things from their site, and I'm sharing them with you. What boards and business leaders should expect. These are some of their normal or generic questions. What is our financial exposure to security risks? How prepared are we for a ransomware attack? Are we aligned? Are we legally in a good shape? Are we measuring our continuous improvement in security? Can we measure it? Is the program balanced? Is the risk decisions are taken by the right people? Do we need to intervene into something? Do we need to change something? So you need to come to the board meetings with these questions in mind and their answers, of course. Yeah. So again, the boards need to know where are we going, how we will reach there, how we will know that we are there, what are the limitations and what are the priorities. And while reporting to the board, to your board, you are building on the trust and confidence. They are trusting you because of your history, and they have confidence in you in the future that you will do what they want you to do, or that you will do what you are promising that you will do. So that you need to build this with them, the trust and confidence. You can build this by doing these three things. You need to give them the big picture of the cybersecurity strategy and plan. You need to give them what has been changes, what has been changed since you have met them at your last time, and what is the roadmap. So if they understand this, okay, you are consistent, you are honest, you are giving us information that is relevant, that is consistent. So yes, this makes sense, and you have told us that we will reduce this risk before, and yes, it has been reduced, and we passed into another topic, and so on. So the time builds this kind of trust and actions and consistency. The confidence is built into that we are taking the right decision now, that you are not asking for money to get luxurious security control while there is a basic security control that needs to be handled first. So you need to show that you did your risk assessment, that you are following a standard, you are following a kind of a law or a regulatory thing. You are trying to match this kind of maturity according to a standard and according to this risk assessment, or to this penetration testing result, or to this internal audit, whatever you are building into all of these things. You have this kind of priorities, and they are not all in the priority of number one. There are things that are on one, things that can be wait for the next year, things can wait for 2 or 3 years. So when they see this, when they see that you are helping them to accept risk, not only to mitigate everything, you are giving them guidance that this can wait, this cannot wait. Or if we have money, we can do 1 and 2, but we don't have people to do 1 and 2. So I'm not asking for this. I cannot put extra pressure on you while you have limited resources. So I'm giving you this list of the right priority. So again, be consistent, build a story, keep it simple. Keep it simple. I'm repeating it on purpose, keep it simple, and have backup slides ready if they are challenging or if they are asking for more information. But keep it simple. Again, if they don't understand what is ransomware, explain it. Explain things in a simple way. Explain things in a business way. And don't assume that since you are reporting to them for the 5th time, or you have been working with them for the last 10 years, that they will understand you and they will they will get the CISM certificate soon. So they are still not aware of cybersecurity, and they still need your guidance, and that's why you are sitting there. If they know it, they would have laid you off. Yeah. So have backup slides, be relevant, use the data of industry. They will ask you, what are the peers are doing? Are we overdoing it? Are we over protecting ourselves? You need to be ready with these answers. You need to get insights about what are the others doing, the competitors, the industry, the average in the industry. If there are big names that you know that they are your direct business competitors, get information about them. Put into consideration the geopolitical circumstances and so on. And be aware of the sugarcoating, that not to overpromise or not to make the things looks nice while it's not, or go with a pessimistic approach. Try to balance it with the reality, with the good things and the bad things. The good thing, yes, we have multiple factors, so we are somehow safe. The bad thing, that multiple factor is still something that's not 100% immune. There are things that are in place. This we will live with it, and we will go in the future into the passwordless, or into the zero trust, or into another thing. But this is the whole picture. I'm not seeing the question icon, so I will just try to check if I can see the question.
There's no questions thus far, so you can continue with some, no problem.
Okay, great. This is another example for a simple or a generic scorecard. You need to present to the board a nice or a meaningful scorecard. And this is where I was talking, this is like I was talking about the CMMI, the maturity, the security posture, how are we doing? And another part is the security response. This is the blue part, if you are looking at the presentation. The security response, how good are we into responding into threats? This became a very interesting and very relevant thing now, that it's not about that we are good, it's about that, okay, we will get hacked, or we will have a bad incident sooner or later, and we need to be ready, we need to contain it, we need to minimize the damage. So what are our capabilities? And look into the outsourcing, look into getting a consultant, getting experts, getting someone who can testify, or who can give insights to the board. So work on this. These are some examples of how you can deliver metrics, and how you can deliver things that are relevant to the board. So check them. And these are the details of these of the scorecard example. I don't agree with everything in this slide, but I thought that it will give you some taste of how things can be presented in a way. and how you can deliver that there is a progress in the information security program. The percentage of the compliant applications, the percentage of the applications that are reviewed or that are reassessed from a security point of view. If you have a big backlog, what are the number of accounts that meeting the security requirements or having multiple factors? What is the mean time to resolve or to recover from incident? What is the things that are related to the business? The mean time for security review. Okay, the security are very late. Okay, we will work on this. We work on being more responsive, and we will give you information right away. What is the mean time for security review for new applications that IT are they want to publish or release? What is the average or the number of days or number of applications that had review? What is the percentage of help desk, of IT help desk time spent on low value security activities? This can be very useful for the IT, that you are helping IT by automating and by reducing low security instance, by creating frequently asked questions for them. So you are helping the IT, you are relieving the load that they have, so they can cater to be your first your first layer of support in bigger issues. So you can make this kind of trade, that okay, I will invest in the help desk. They will take more serious security instance and they will handle it as the first layer, and I will remove these lower level instances by automating the answers, or by using a chatbot, or by whatever way. So you can look into helping the IT and helping the IT to help you by and even answering the question of what is in it for me, what is in it for the IT to be supportive for you, other than the business and the management, that they will get a personal benefit. They will be trained on security incidents. They will have the skills that will be added to their CV. So they will know, they can now call themselves in a way that they are SOC level 1, for example. So you can invest in them. You can invest in the IT, and you can give them help, and they will help you in back. This is a tip about when KPIs become useless. KPIs are useless if they are not proving anything meaningful. And the most famous thing about it is that we are getting high number of viruses detections per month. So does this mean that we are good? No. Does this mean that we are bad? Maybe. I don't know. So use KPIs that are useful, that has something meaningful for the business, and something meaningful that says that you are doing something, or that something is improving, or something is getting worse, or something is handled in the right way. And don't measure everything. Be selective. There are many books about metrics and about building KPIs and building matrices. I highly recommend that you review them. And of course, again, I know that every one of you has his own experience that will be more beneficial than mine. Another way, while reporting to the board, or reporting to upper management, or reporting to the IT, that you can use visuals. And here I will use the Cyber Defense Matrix. Cyber Defense Matrix is an open source or a free open tool that is in place or on the internet, and it's used for many use cases. And one of it is to represent security. One of them is to know where are your gaps, so you can build your plan on it. You can use it to build your plan to to know if you are covering everything, if you have the right detection for problems in the data, as well as in user side, as well as in network, as well as in application. So you can, it's a mix of standards, people, process, technology, as you see, and the NIST: identify, protect, detect, respond, recover. And I don't remember which one, but has a devices, application, network, data, users. It was another standard. So you can use all these three identifiers, and you can get into knowing where are your gaps, where are you investing. If you are buying application, where does it fit this application? Does it protect or detect? And because all the vendors, they are saying that they are protecting you, and they are, but maybe they are using marketing phrases that I'm protecting you, but actually they are just detecting, or actually they are just identifying. They are not doing something more than this, but they are selling themselves as we are here to protect you, we are here to respond, but they are not responding. They are just showing you information. So of course this map is not updated, and it's very old. It has been done many years ago by the CISO, the person who made this cyber defense matrix. He is the CISO of Jupiter 1, I think. So you can look into this cyber defense matrix. You can use it while you report to the management, while you are assessing applications, assessing new equipment, assessing the gaps inside your organization, and you can use it in the simple way, as you can see, as a kind of a heat map. That we have this red box that we need to get something that can make it yellow. So this is why I mentioned the cyber defense matrix here. So again, stop following trends blindly. SASE, zero trust. If you remember, if you were in the field 12 years ago or 15 years ago, you would hear the word next generation firewall and UTM, and people were asking what is the difference between UTM and next generation firewall, and people are still fighting each other till now because they don't know what is the difference between UTM and next generation firewall. XDR, EDR, all these terminologies, stop following them blindly. You need to build your plan, and then while you are building, you will put each one of these into its place. So your life will not be easier if you have the SASE. SASE is a tool at the end of the day. Your life will not be easier with zero trust. Zero trust is a concept, and it's a more generic thing that can be applied by different tools, different solutions on different levels. So don't be overwhelmed with these things. Try to think in a more abstract way, like what am I securing? Like here, am I identifying? Am I protecting? Am I responding? Am I recovering? Am I here working to the network to protect the network, or the application, or the devices? And am I here working for the devices of the organization, or the devices of my customers, or so there are many dimensions that you need to think about while you are planning your real plan. So back to basics. Look at the basic concepts. Use the CIS. For example, you need to have inventory first, software inventory, hardware inventory, patch management, configuration management. All these things are still the basic things, and they are still the mandatory things that you need to do. So if you are looking to have multiple factor while you don't have asset inventory, I'm sorry, you still need to do asset inventory. It's the hard thing, and it's not the easy thing to do, but you need to manage it in a way. You need to control it. If you don't have the right patch management and you are looking into the SASE zero trust thing, I'm sorry, you need to think again with any with a slow with a slow mindset that we are not here to run into the new trend. We are here to build something that is right and that can be sustained. So please think again of the basics. Don't be ashamed to get back to the basics and celebrate successes. This is one of the things that all of us in the cybersecurity field, we don't know how to make it. We are not aware of how valuable is it to celebrate our successes and to say that we did something and to celebrate it. And I mean here by celebrating it inside your organization. Your organization need to know that you did something good for them, for protecting their assets, for safeguarding their information. So celebrate these successes. You need to focus on this. You need to focus on communication of good things that you do, of communication of how things are maturing at your side, of how you are able to detect and defend them from attacks. So celebrate your successes. And again, as I was saying about the asset inventory and the patch management, all of these things, find the elephant. This is the elephant that most of us is escaping from, or touching one of its legs or tail, and we are not able to identify how to make things move on. Identify the elephant and slice the elephant, and you don't need to make everything at once or in 1 year. Slice it and celebrate each slice. Celebrate the successes of each slice you achieve. And of course, inside your tactical plan, you will build SOC awareness strategy, threat hunting strategy, the brand protection. You can build everything, but don't let all of these things be your first thing that you are reporting to the management or you are reporting to someone who is not technical. They will not be interested to know that you have a SOC strategy. They want to know that if you have a KPI or you have something that we will respond at the right time with the right action. This is what they are care for. And for the relationship with IT, yes, it's complicated, and you need to manage it in the right way. Again, what is in it for them? You need to be proactive. You need to be a good listener to them. You need to sell security to them. You need to identify what are their needs and help them to achieve their goals. So you need to communicate with them. You need to be a good listener to them. You can give them advices. You can give them tips and notes that can help them build good relationship with them, as they are your army. If I would say so, they are your army. They are the people who will face a security incident or who will be working on a sensitive database and thinking, what can I install this, or can I open this link, or can I do this? So they are.
Sorry, just to quickly jump in here, we are running slightly a little bit over time, which is perfectly fine. Yeah. I just wanted to let all the members know, if you do have anything urgent to attend, please feel free. So you will still get your full CPEs, no problem. For the rest of people, please feel free to stay on. There will also be a Q&A at the end if there are any questions. Otherwise, please feel free to just put them into the chat. Thanks. Sorry, please continue, Bassam.
Thank you. And I will try to finish in a couple of minutes. If you would say, if you would stay, I will finish in a couple of minutes. So thank you for being here with me. So again, apply the RASI chart. We keep forgetting that we need to put things into this kind of matrix. We give IT the responsibility to do things. We give the IT management the accountability to do things, but we need to define it. We need to define it, and we need to let them know that this is official, and this is something that is not communicated over email alone. It's something that, yes, you are in this matrix. You are in this matrix, and this need to be officialized. And as any change management and creating or communicating information, it should be mixed between top down and bottom up. You cannot just give orders to IT, and you cannot convince IT with everything. You need to do the right mix. And that's why I'm telling you to be their friends, to be in close connection with them, as they are part of your army. And again, you need to answer this question for them. What is in it for them? They need to be convinced that security is important. They need to know that you are protecting their investments and their time and their business. They need to know that you are helping them. You are investing in their CVs. You are investing in their time. You are helping them to have a higher uptime, because they will be liable if something goes down. So they are responsible for something, or they are accountable for something, and you are helping them by giving them tips on how to keep business running. And be innovative in the awareness. Use new ways in delivering awareness. This is very important. And yes, this is very important as it will reach to the board faster than the way you are delivering your strategy and your plans. If they hear that people are getting awareness and they are happy with the awareness, and they saw some tricks to protect their CCTV cameras at their homes, and they know how to find a fake ATM machine, if this kinds of news, they spread faster than than the reputation that you are building something right and you're building something strong. So investing in the awareness is very important, and it's building into the information security reputation. It's building your CISO reputation. It's building your team reputation, as you are helping them. You are helping them, and you are saying that you are their expert. And be relevant to them. Tackle their normal life challenges, like protecting their cameras at home, fake QR codes, USB charging, juice jacking, all these kinds of things. And again, technology is not the answer. Build in yourself, invest in yourself, in personality tests, in personality types trainings, in reading books about leadership, reading books about your personality and how to deal with different personalities. Invest in a strategy, in reading about how things are managed at the top level. Get a network of peers who can you trust and you can communicate with, and get information and get updates and share struggles with them. Get a cyber advisory board or cyber advisory board member for yourself, or for your manager, or for the organization. They will be your advocates. They will make some noise, yes. They will try, maybe they will say things that are different than your plans, but at the end, they will be your advocates, and they will stand with you into moving things on. And you all know compliance is not security. So please don't feel safe if you are only ISO compliant. Yeah. And for the cloud, the contract and the contract and the contract again. You need to take care of the contract. You need to take care of the SLAs, the penalties, the roles and the responsibilities, the ownership, the incident response, the data while you are leaving this cloud. All of these things you need to take care of while you are purchasing security things on the cloud, or while you are assessing IT or technology things on the cloud. You need to think about the cyber response. You need to think about will they call you, when they will call you, what is their resilience measures, and everything need to be written in the contract. Nothing can be out of the contract. And remember, for the identity and access management, it's not about technology. Tune the process before getting the technology. Don't fall into buying something to fill the gap. Don't go with the customization. And not everything should be automated and fully integrated. The fulfillment can be done in a separate or manual way. So this is a specific for the identity and access management. And I will finish with this sentence: assumption is the mother of screw up. So please don't assume anything in the cybersecurity. Remember again that things cannot always work as you are thinking or as you are planning. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Yes, this is a non-technical advice. Keep smiling and put sweets and nuts in your office. People will love to hang out with you and to pass by your office and grab some snacks and chat with you. So be nice to the people, communicate with the people. It's not about how strong you are. It's about how you are embedded and communicated and integrated with the team. So get sweets and nuts. And again, it's about trust. Trust and time will do everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I still want to say.
I'm open for any questions, any comments.
Perfect. Yes, if there's any questions, please feel free to put it in the chat or just use the raise your hand function. I don't see any questions right now, so please thank you for everyone for staying slightly bit late tonight. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, Vassam, for your fantastic presentation.